What a joy it is to welcome in Anders Dreyer. It has been such fun watching you in your debut campaign in Major League Soccer. And as we were getting set for this interview, I heard you say something about how life is so good right now. Why is life so good for Anders Dreyer at this moment in time?
Of course, we are first in the West. It's always nice. Life outside of football is top. It's good. Weather is good. So yeah, there's nothing to complain about.
You became a father just over a year ago, right? How has that
Yeah,
changed your life?
I think in a positive way. In the beginning, of course, of a football career, I think everything is about football. You come home after a football game, you think about football. And even before football is just football, football, football. Then I got my son, and like I started not to think too much. Of course, I love football, but there is a thing I love a little bit more now than football, and I think for me that's so nice. It's life, and to see him grow, it's the best thing in the world. The second kid is on his way, and it will be in the
Congrats.
end of January.
Congrats.
Thank you. A girl, so it will be different. But yeah, it's nice, and I think it makes you think different about like football and life, and I like that.
So you had a son, and then you got the best season of your career, 19 goals and 19 assists.
I
So
should get
you have
more kids.
you have your daughter in January,
Yeah,
30
so
goals and 30 assists next season.
yeah, that would be
He's
nice.
scoring everywhere.
Nah, it's just like not thinking too much about the performance or stuff like that. It's nice to come home and not think about football all the time. I still love and enjoy to watch football at home. And when he wakes up sometimes at 6 a.m., I'm watching some European football. So for me, that's nice, and to be together with him, and hopefully one day he will also love the game that I love.
I think the best part about having kids during your playing career is that when you lose a game, you come off the pitch, you see your kids,
Yeah,
they're happy to see you no matter what. So they don't
yeah,
care if you lost 4-0, they don't care if you won 4-0.
no,
It gives you that feeling that there is something more important than just playing football. So I think that's
exactly.
awesome, and I think you're experiencing that. What do you guys like to do off the field in San Diego?
A lot of different things. Like we've been in Legoland, and there's a zoo, and of course it's nice. It's and that's me and my wife always spoke about to play in a place where the weather is amazing, and here is so nice that you can just be outside the whole day, and you don't have to think about a big jacket for the little one or for ourselves. They we can wear a t-shirt or and shorts, and the same with my boy, and so that's just nice. We love to be outside. Can also be in the swimming pool.
Anders, you're just living a life Sasha's lived all his life. This is where he grew up in in Cali. This is
Yeah.
what he's used to. You're boring him right now. He's like, what? Yeah, what's new? Hey, Anders, let's quickly go to football. Although we've been talking a lot about family. I
Mm.
remember this time. It was a special feeling, Sash, when you make the playoffs, especially for you guys. You win the West, and now you're in playoffs. Is there a different feel around the training ground? Does it feel like a bit more pressure?
Not yet, but I know like playoff. I haven't tried it here in the US before, but it's always different. Like the first round is best of three, go straight to penalty if it's a draw. So of course I think there will be a different way of thinking in terms of if we're in the end of the game, if we want to like go for a win or maybe keep the draw and go for a penalty. But I think it's if you think too much about it, maybe you get more nervous and start to overthink and stuff like that. So it's about staying calm, but of course it's games where it's yeah, you can win the highest prize, or you can lose everything like this, and then the season is over. So but I think myself, I know that it's gonna be nice, and I'm looking forward to games like this.
There's 3 Europeans here on this call, and there's yourself, Bradley from London, and I'm from Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah.
And when we come here to the United States, adjusting to the playoffs is actually an adjustment, isn't it? Mentally, as well, knowing that you get to the end of the season, you finish number 1 in the West, but you've got to go again for something more important, nearly.
Hmm.
How important is it for you? And I ask you this because we spoke with Robbie Keane, and he talked about the importance of when you come here and you're a big star to just throw yourself into the culture, to the lifestyle, and obviously of Major League Soccer.
No, I think it's important, and I think we are a whole new team, and we are still learning. It's gonna be our first playoff game at home at Snapdragon, and I think that's gonna be as special as the first game for us in the regular season. Hopefully, we can bring that like fun and the way that we play like into that game as well. That we know that we just finished the regular season as number 1, and yeah, it's a playoff game, and we want to go as far as possible. But it's important to adjust to a new league, and yeah, I think it's good we have people in the dressing room who tried the playoff, so they have the experience. Because it's easy to talk about how it's gonna be, but you need to try it before you know it. So I think, of course, the guys with a lot of experience in the league will have to say something to the dressing room, maybe before the game or during the week, about how it can be. And that's so important, I think, and that's nice with this dressing room, that everybody listens to each other, and we can use it.
Anders, I want to ask you about the World Cup. In the last window during qualifying, you scored 2 goals for your country. Denmark, you guys sit tied with Scotland on 10 points. You play Scotland on the final day of World Cup qualifying. Have you already started to think about that game and then the possibility of qualifying for a World Cup that is here in the country that you live in?
Of course, right now our team in Denmark is very, very strong, and we have the belief that we will go to the World Cup. Of course, we play Belarus, and then we play Scotland. But yeah, now, like, I think football is like where you are right now, and right now it's playoff time here. So hopefully we go to the next round, and then there will be a international break, I think, and then hopefully I qualify for World Cup, and then head back to San Diego to play even more games. But of course, it's a big thing, and especially with the World Cup over here, Mexico and Canada, it's a little bit different now that I'm over here, and possibly could play a World Cup over here. So it's nice, and of course the game against Scotland gonna be a crazy.
Amazing. All right, I got a question for you about your entire career, Anders. If you could relive any moment from your career, what would it be and why?
If I could relive, I think my time over here. Time goes so fast, and I think if I could go back to that, like after winning the first game with this team in Galaxy, I think that's something like you search for as a footballer, to get that adrenaline, and like before kickoff, and just that day before the Galaxy game was just different. You prepared like 6-7 weeks in preseason, and you worked hard, and you want to show yourself in a new league as a new team, and just to see where we were at that point. I think that was a moment where I felt like excited inside my body, just to show everybody what we have done in the preseason. And yeah, so I think that moment, like it was a big moment for me personally, but also for like the whole club, and where we are now, it seems so far ago, but it's still 1 year ago. So to go back to that moment would be nice, to try to live that day again.
Anders, at the beginning, at that moment, what you're talking about, before the first first MLS game, did you have a goal target or an assist target?
Me personally,
Yeah,
no.
you're
I
lying.
Be
didn't.
honest.
He's lying. He's lying. What was it?
No, I would love to go to, is it called double digits,
Yeah.
both goals and assists. I
Yeah.
think
Wow.
that's the kind of player I am. And I want to score goals and want to make assists for my teammates, and so of course I hope to do that here as well in Anderlecht and in Midtjylland where I've been. So yeah, of course you always have a dream, and if I said like before the season that I have 19 goals and 19 assists, that would be very, very good dream. So yeah, it's something like that, the double digits.
Anders, are
Having
you
said those,
aware? Are
Kev,
you
sorry.
aware of the? Sorry, Brad. Go ahead.
Sorry, Kev, I need to ask this because having just heard those figures that Anders is talking about, absolutely wild, amazing season. Do you hate Messi? You gotta hate him.
No, I don't. No, I don't. He's he's a top player, and that's why he's the best there's been in football, and for me as well. Like I love to watch him playing. Also his time when he was 27, 28 years old. It was different, and compete with him is nice. Yeah, he's I don't hate him.
I think you should be proud of your season, man, because
Facts.
in
So
any
much
any other year in MLS, I think you would be the MVP of the
There's
league
no
this
argument,
year,
Sash.
right?
Mm.
Like when Brad and I first played together in 2015, Sebastian Giovinco had 38 combined goals and assists, which is the same that you had this year. And that year, it was clear that he
Facts.
was the MVP. So just congratulations on an amazing season, man. You've
Thank
been
you.
so fun
But
to
now
watch.
now I get a second child, then maybe I'll
Yeah.
push it a little
Yeah,
bit
more.
more for
Next
next
season.
season.
Next season.
Anders, you need a target, all right? And here's the thing right now. Do you know that in the last 20 years of the league, nobody surpassed the 20 assist mark? The 20 assist mark is held by your former Anderlecht buddy there, Sasha Klesch.
Yeah, I know
and
that.
Maxi Morales. So
He
next
knows.
year you've got a target, pal.
Yeah, I have a target for
I
next year.
told him in San Diego.
Yeah.
I was pushing for you to get it, man.
Please
Yeah.
beat it, Anders. Please.
Hey,
Then
Anders.
Sasha don't talk about it in the studio.
Yeah.
How aware are the guys back home, the Denmark national team, your old pals in Anderlecht, of how well you're doing? Are they keeping an eye on Apple TV and keeping an eye on what's going on? Because it's not just you. Obviously, Philip Zinkernagel, who you would have battled in many derbies when he's playing for Bruges, he's killing it as well.
Yeah. They are. It's getting more and more attention, especially now. Also, I went into the national team again after going over here and scored some goals for the national team also. And of course, as an offensive player, that helps you. That people think that okay, something is going on over there in the MLS, and I think like they are watching it more and more, and I get texts on my phone after games and when they wake up, and even some of them are watching it in the night as well. So it's getting more and more attention, and I think like we just spoke about the World Cup also, with the World Cup coming, I think it'll take a bigger step.
Do you care who you get going forward? You've got a wild card game to keep an eye on now. That you're going to get the winner of that wild card game between RSL and Portland. Are you watching that game? Do you care who you get at this point?
Maybe I will watch it. I don't know. I think if you start to think about who you want or who you don't want and stuff like that, and then you get the team you didn't want to, but I think that doesn't like help yourself, help the team. We take whoever wins the wildcard game, and then Thursdays in training can start to look how we can damage them in the first game and the second game and go through.
Anders, I think I mentioned it to you when we met at All-Star, but I need to tell you again because I just think it's one of the coolest stories that the three of us boys went on a trip around Europe in January. We went to the derby. Sasha's off sitting with the president,
Yeah, of course.
We couldn't go 5 yards in Brussels without Sasha, photo, Sasha. And he's off having fun, whereas Brad and I are like, we're nearly scouting at this point. And Brad says to me, and we're back and forth on which, if you pick one player that would translate well and kill it in MLS. And we both picked you in a day that you guys lost 3-0, I believe, in that match. Brad, it was just a special moment now, knowing, like, even for us too, like the validation we feel that we picked Anders, that he's the guy over here now crushing it.
I actually know something about the game, Kev. It was good. You know what I liked, Anders? It was I don't think they gave you the ball as much in that game, but the positions you picked up in pockets, and then you was also wasn't afraid to run in behind. I've just seen that translate in MLS football, and I just thought he looks like he'd be perfect for the game over here.
No, it's true. I really like, of course, the way we play here as well. It suits me, like, that's how I see football. We have the ball a lot. I have the ball a lot, and I like to be on the ball and create chances, be in the final third and shoot on goal or pass it to my teammate. And yeah, so the way we play, of course, it was a little bit different compared to Anderlecht. Of course, I tried to be in the same pockets and wide or in behind as well, but didn't get it that much as I wanted to. Yeah, and now here I get it a lot, and it's nice, and I just enjoy it.
Life is
We feel
good.
so lucky to have you in the league. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Anders Dreyer, guys.
Thank you, Anders.
Thank
Good
you.
luck in the playoffs.
Thank you so much.